Okay, so I want to show for our course in the quantum minor, I want to show a little bit how we will use the discourse form. So I want to give you guys a bit of a crash course introduction to what is it, how to get in, how to use it, or how we want you guys to use it, and also to show you around what it looks like. Okay, so I will share screen. There we go. So as you can see in the course information, so I posted a link. Oh, it's already there already. So course information, first how to get into the forum. So this is a link. You just click on this link and you'll be sent to a place where you can create an account based on this invitation. So if you click here, you can type an email. I encourage you to use your TU Delft student email, because then that makes it easier to figure out who's who. Yeah, but if most important thing is that, so Discourse will use email to keep you up to date if you want to. It can do like daily digests or send you emails when somebody replies to a thread that you've been involved in. So the most important thing is you pick an email that you will be monitoring. So if you don't use your student email, then don't use your student email. Okay, good. You can pick a username and a password, and you click on accept invitation. I store all of my passwords in Google Chrome's password manager, because otherwise I forget all of them. But just make sure you don't forget your password. I think we can probably reset it for you without too much trouble in this software. If you do. This is not your NetID password. This is a separate password that's only for this website, which is hosted here on the TU Delft by my very generous colleague, Anton. Okay, so that's how you create an account. So then if you then click on the link, just go to this website here, to the website address, which is linked in the course information. Then you'll be asked to log in. So I'll show you what it looks like when you log in. I'm going to log in using an account, which is a non-administrative account. So it's really you'll see what I'll see now in a second, what the students see. So again, it's my Google Chrome, remembering my password. And this is the form. So first of all, let's take a look at a few things. So on the left here, you can see we've already set up the course with a whole bunch of categories. So for example, we have a category, these are called categories in the software, where you can categorize your post. So the announcements are, I should set that only the TAs can, or only the teachers can create announcements. Okay, note to self. So here's the announcements. That's where we will post all announcements. And as you can see, we've created, let's go back to the Brightspace page. You can see that we started with an announcement directly in Brightspace, but at some point from now on, all of the announcements will be posted through the forum, and I will copy paste, just so that you guys also are updated in Brightspace, the posts into Brightspace here. Good. So so the course, there's announcements. That's where we'll post announcements. You guys can also reply if something's not clear. You can just reply to an announcement. I don't understand what you mean by this. Can you explain? Or we'll reply right there. It's the easiest way. That way everybody has no confusion. Because if you're confused, probably somebody else is confused. So here we've divided the course into categories, and these have subcategories. And this is what worked well in another course of mine, is that we separate out per lecture questions. So if you have a question about any of the material related to lecture one, just post it in, just click on here and post it. You can see, so this is categories. We have categories for each week. I have also created a category for project questions and discussions, and I've already pre-filled it with separate subcategories for each of the groups. And the idea is that if you have questions about your project, post them there. Actually, it'll be visible for everyone. Don't be scared. I mean, we want this to be an open, safe, comfortable place. And the point is that it's kind of, your projects are not secret things. You're not on competition to get the highest grade, to get a higher grade than the person beside you. We actually just want to make sure that all of you get a high grade. And the best way to do that is that you can also, we can also share the discussions with other groups. And then maybe if you're working on a related topic, you guys can also coordinate and learn from each other. That would be my dream, let's say, of such software. So we also have down here categories for questions about Python, Qtip, and Evoker AM, the platform which hopefully will be set up today or tomorrow for deploying all of the coding on the cloud. But here there's questions about Python. If you get stuck on you don't want to do something in Python, then ask it. I mean, there are lots of people, the TAs have lots of experience. I teach it, so I have lots of experience, and probably there are also people in the class that also have lots of experience and will be happy to help out. Then we have a Qtip questions category and also Evoker AM questions or problems. Sometimes the platform it takes a bit of getting used to, and there's any technical problems at all, like I clicked and it didn't start up and I'm really annoyed, just post it, and best just post a screenshot, because that's valuable information for me as a teacher to feedback to. Am I recording? I hope so. Yeah, I think I am. Yeah, the feedback to the company that provides this cloud platform, who I am in close contact with. So we also have a category here for posting stuff that's not related to the lecture material, like general organization questions. I made a category for people that are trying to find a group, because that can be maybe complicated or tricky to coordinate. And we also have a category for feedback. We want your feedback. It's very valuable for us to hear already during the course how things are going. If there's something you hate, make a post, say, this really annoyed me. Or if there's something, I don't know, if you want to, if there's something you really love, you can give us some praise saying, this is cool, do some more of this, whatever you want. You don't have to post anything if you don't want to. So that's the categories. On the other side here, it shows you, we've set it up to show you the latest posts. And this is where you can keep track of what's going on in the forum. And our TAs and ourselves will keep an eye on this very frequently. And you can see here that there's here is the posting about the announcements. They show you by color code here what category they have gone into. This is some sort of automatic avatar based on the person who posted. And we can click, for example, here I made a posting to let you guys just to quickly announce that you can find the lecture notes and the homework on Brightspace. And over here, you can see that I actually posted myself in the week 1 category, some information about Fourier transforms, which might be useful from my course I teach, and also a link to some course material about Python for those of you that want to do a bit of a refresher or need to learn a bit of Python for the course. So maybe it's also good to say you don't need to refresh. The software refreshes automatically. It's very smart software. It will automatically refresh every some number of seconds. If you want to force a refresh, you can just click there and it will, for example, if you click here, it'll show you, it'll refresh this page. If you click here, it'll show you the latest posts. It's quick, it's snappy, it's handy. So let's say that I have a question. Let's go through making a post. The way that works, how do you ask a question? You put new topic, and then you have to pick a category. So let's say I had a question. You can only put it this category. It won't allow you to post, hopefully, if I've done the settings correctly in this one, but you can post in, say, week 1, day 1, question, and you just start typing. It sort of has this thing which gives you hints on how to use the forum. It's built in. It's actually not so bad. But you can close that. Question about Fourier transforms. And yeah, so now you can see a cool feature, which is that when you start to make a post, it already over here gives you, it's sort of smart. It sort of Googles in the forum for you and tries to make some smart guess if maybe your question has already been asked by somebody else. And it's actually pretty good. So in this case, because I put Fourier transforms here, it already noticed, oh, wait a minute, maybe your topic is similar to here. And if you want, you can already click here and take a look at that topic and say, oh, that is what I want. And you can reply or add to the thread here. But if your topic is not, you can just keep on going over here. Good. I want to show you a little bit. So it's got these buttons for formatting stuff. Let's show a bit of that. So what is kind of handy, You can use Markdown. If you guys are nerds, you know all about Markdown. Markdown is cool. But you can just type. So first you can just type text. You can type text. If you do this, like that, you can create block, for I in range 100. Print I. You can put code blocks that actually, if you do this with these 3 backwards quotes, it will make code blocks that your code is readable. If you want to paste code, for example, you can just directly copy and paste the code in. You can also pretty easily, what I really like about it is that you can easily just, so it shows you over here the preview. You can slide this bar up if you want. It also shows you here that you can drag and, so what I like the most, you just drag and drop, boom, and you get images in. So actually, what's also super handy is if you're stuck on some code and it's giving you some error message and you know what to do, just take a screenshot and dump it in the post. Super easy. You can even, I believe, do this by copy paste. So I'm gonna copy, and then I can go over here. I think I can just paste. Yeah, look, it just pastes from the clipboard, and it will make an image. It's a bit slow. This one. Wow. Okay, it's a bit slow. Okay. Anyways, so what is also cool is LaTeX. So if you're familiar with LaTeX, you can, if you have a question about formulas, you can then actually very easily just type LaTeX in here, and it will show you a live preview of your int from 0 to t of v of t dt. And of course, I'm missing an e to the e to the negative I omega t. So if you want to do fancy formatting of equation or something, super easy. This is in display mode, but you can also do line sxx of omega. Oh. Yeah, so it's just kind of handy. It's easy to use. You just type, it shows you, you create the topic, you're done. I'm going to discard this. So it's also kind of cool. I want to show this. So you can reply to post by hitting reply, easy, and it'll add your post below. But also if you want to quote, if you want to ask a specific question about a specific thing, it has this little button. If you highlight it, you put quote, it will create a reply here, and you can say, yeah, okay, it gives you tips to be nice to people. We'll also be trying to be nice to you. That's one of our key instructions on helping the TAs, that we're always friendly, to keep a nice, friendly place where you can ask questions. Can you explain more? Yeah, that type of stuff. This is super handy because then if you have some big long post where there's loads and loads of stuff, but you have a question about some specific part of it, all you do is highlight it, push quote, and boom, it goes. So that is so far posting. I want to show maybe one more thing, which is that you can go here. Whoop. Oh, wait a minute, I haven't enabled it. Let me enable it quickly. Hold on, QSL forum. Sorry, let me do this super quickly. Oh, I need to log in as admin. Oh, I should have prepared this ahead of time, but that's all right. It's not the end of the world. Good. Let me go here. I need to enable. I'm just enabling anonymous posting because I was about to show you anonymous posting, but I think I have it not Yeah, there we go. So now it should be enabled. So what I want to show you, see if I need to reload. So here, if you go, so, okay, maybe I'll show you a little bit. This shows you, this is the hamburger, as they call it in computer website lingo. You can drop this down to see some of the links to the posts. This one here shows you the notifications. This shows you bookmarks. This is mail. I'll show you guys, there's sort of an internal messaging system built into this, and that's useful. I'll show you in a minute. But this is your account settings. Here you can change your preferences. You can turn on Do Not Disturb. You can change your notification settings. But here, what I want to show specifically is anonymous mode. So if you go to here, you can enter anonymous mode. Okay. Yeah, so I'm in anonymous mode right now. I'm actually still logged in, but I'm in anonymous mode. And now I can put here a new posting asking an anonymous question. Yeah, as an example. I'll put this in and I'll delete it in a minute. General questions, great topic. Yeah, and it's strict. You have to put information in your post, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and now you can see that in that here there's here this is anonymous, so you can see that it's not identified with me. So it's just to lower the barrier in case you want to ask a question. Ask any question comes up. Just ask it. That's the most important thing. And ask it whenever you want, and we'll do our best to answer whenever we can. Good. So maybe I'll show you can, by the way, delete your post. So once you create a post, you can delete it. And then it's withdrawn after, I think that now for other people, they can't even see it. But you see it's deleted for a while and then it goes away. So here, when I'm done with anonymous mode, I can exit anonymous mode, and there's some sort of bug. But if I go back to the page, then you can see that I'm now myself again. So, all right. What other things do I want to show you? I think that there's one more important thing, which is how to message people. So what I've been showing you so far is posts, but this also has a messaging system built in. And you can go here. This shows you your sort of messaging inbox. And what is useful is that sometimes you may want to contact the course team, with something that you don't want to be in a public post, like, I don't know, like, I need extra time on the exam and I'm not sure if I have it yet. Yeah, that is something that you want to communicate to Tuno and I, but you don't want to, post that on the website. Or I don't understand why you graded my thing like this. Actually, we're going to set something up for the grading later, but let's say there are examples where you want to contact us, not about physics questions or organizational questions, but more personal questions. For that, we're going to encourage you to use personal messaging. It's very easy. You just go here and you type at okay, that does not work. Okay, you should be able to type at course team because there is a group course team. Let me just check the group settings. Everyone, okay, this should now work. Yeah, and everyone can message and mention the group. That should probably work. So let's try this again. Work in progress. So Yep, there we go. You say question for PTAs and lecturers. And your question here. Good. Actually, while I'm sitting here, since I'm already doing a bit of admin on this, I will also create the promised teachers group, where you can also send a message to only teachers. Let's do know from Gary. And everyone. Good. So now this is if you want to send a question to the teachers and the TAs, but also you can, there's now, you do @teachers, and then that is then a sort of a mailing list if you want, that will send a message to both Tune and I. And the whole point of this is that it just makes sure that your message gets to the right place and the right people so that we can respond as quickly as possible. And that we don't end up with a big game of broken telephone on email. Good. That is now, I think, most of the information that I wanted to share about the forum. And so if there are any questions as we go along, please post them in the forum, and we will explain them and make a video if needed. Okay, great. I hope I'll see you guys soon in the forum. Bye. Let's try to find the button.